think that philosophy is not important, which is very important. Humanities are important. Applied sciences is to solve problems, not to think about the problems. Philosophy is to think of it. Hello, how do you do? Wait, what were we talking about? For yes, if your family is rich, you must take philosophy as a major. You have nothing else to contribute to the planet, so be a philosopher. Number 2, if you have a lot of troubles, you're always depressed, that's great. Number 3, philosophy is cool. If you need to fight back with your parents to give some argument, strong argument, if you know philosophy, usually you become very deep. Wow. Ah. So, what would you like to think that the major in philosophy is a good idea? Well, I would say first things first, apply science, need philosophy. Because we need to understand from where we start to have the scientific reason and necessity to think about something applied by coming from what was the reflection about the nature of the world we live in, about the environment, about the necessity of other human beings. These are the strange things, the low tide, never experienced before. This was a snappy sounds coming from the soil, from the sand, probably some animal. Very pretty, slightly unsettling. This is an interesting experience, something that you want to try by yourself, walking into the sea that once was filled with water and now is a sort of deserted marshland of some sort with big crows looking for food. So philosophy was thinking about all this in every culture. In every culture, philosophy was about the environment, about understanding our place on the planet, society. It looks like a spider. Strong, steady, pretty. Usually in Italy, during the winter, you go on the beach, you find all these pieces of wood, you bring it home and do little installations and art piece, lamp, stuff like that. So the philosophy major is very strong. The caveat is that in the society as we think of it right now, philosophy has become something that is considered less important because it's hard to be applied in a job. Philosophy seems not to have anything as application, which actually is not true, because the philosophy is applied to every way we think, we imagine relationship with others, the way we think in a relationship with different society, down to the personal relation with your friends and family. Who's the bird? Who is it? The distinction also of philosophy and applied science was not existing, at least in the Western world, until 200-300 years ago. Metaphysics, philosophy, science was all together. It was a mixed aspect of learning, knowledge. So this distinction, this specializations of aspect becomes a very recent acquisitions, which have to deal much more with the economical processes rather than with the truth about philosophy. The very distinction of science and philosophy is actually virtual, it's not really true. So, taking a philosophy major is a big step. You show other people, perhaps also your parents, your friends, that you know the built-in knowledge is not about only putting things together, putting things in practice, but also understanding what is then on the back of applied something, the concept.